Okay, so the first thing that we need to do to solve one of these two-step problems is identify what is given and what we already have. So our given is usually going to be a number and a unit with a substance, which we have right here. So we've got 1.5 moles of silver nitrate. That is going to be our given, because that is the data that we already have that we're going to be able to start with. So now that I have this silver nitrate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to my equation over here, my chemical equation, and I'm just going to label that this is what I have of this substance. That's going to help keep me on track in just a second. Now the second thing that I need to identify is what we're actually looking for. A lot of the times this is going to start with how many or how much. So as we see right here, it says how many grams of zinc. So that's going to tell us that that's what we're looking for. So we want to find the grams of zinc. And I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to label that this is what we want in grams. So now we can kind of see where we're starting, where we're trying to go. At this point, we're going to look at our conversion factors. Now, we start in moles of one substance and go to moles of another. So we are changing substances. We're going to have to change it going through. So we start with moles to go into our equation. We want a different substance, so we're going to have to go through the equation. So we are going to need that mole ratio. So in this situation, our mole ratio, let's see, we've got 2 moles of the silver nitrate. We get this from our chemical equation. So 2 moles of silver nitrate, we can turn this into 1 mole of zinc. Again, we're going to start here. This is how we're going into the equation. Then to get to what we want, we have to go through the equation. To come back out of the equation is asking us for grams. So we do have grams of zinc. So we're going to need the molar mass of zinc. Remember that molar mass? We're going to look at our periodic table. We're going to find zinc, which is right here. We can see that the mass is 65.38 grams per mole. So I'm just going to write that here, 65.38 grams of zinc is equal to 1 mole of zinc. Now, we don't have grams of anything else, so it's just grams of zinc, so we only need the 1 mole ratio. So now that we have our given, our want, we've gone into the equation, through the equation, and back out of our chemical equation. We've gotten the conversion factors that we need. We can go ahead and solve our problem. So remember, we're always going to start with our given. So we're going to start with that 1.5. And I think I'm going to use green for this one. So we're going to do 1.5 moles of that silver nitrate. So now that we have moles of silver nitrate, we want this to cancel. So we're going to have the same unit down here. So we want to have the unit moles of silver nitrate down here on the bottom. But we're going to have to look at our chemical equations to figure out how we can get this down here. Now we're starting here with moles. To go into the equation, we have to convert to moles. So to go from moles to moles, to change that substance, we're going to have to use the mole ratio. So moles of silver nitrate, I have 2 of them. whatever this is equal to is going to go on top, and I'm going to use blue for those moles of zinc. So now we can see we have moles of silver nitrate on the top, moles of silver nitrate on the bottom. So I'm just going to go in and cancel that unit. We have moles of zinc on top now, so we are right here in our equation. To get back out of our equation, to go back to grams, we are going to use our molar mass. So again, we want the same unit on the bottom, so we're going to do moles of zinc on the bottom. And then whatever that is equal to is then going to go in the top. I'm going to use this kind of orange color for that. So we're going to put 65.38 grams of zinc on the top. Grams of zinc is what we were looking for, so we're good here. Moles of zinc is going to cancel because it is repeated. Now the only thing left to do is go ahead and put this in, or go ahead and put this into our calculator. So we're going to do 1.5 times 65.38 times 1 times 65.38. Then on the bottom we're going to do 2 times 1. Then our top number is going to be divided by our bottom number, and that is going to give us our grams of zinc.